Alright then, mic check 1 2. Check 1 2. There we go. So, keeping a very close eye on graphics cards right now. Pricing seems to be all over the place though. It's really weird. Alright. So hopefully we'll be able to finish Halo tonight. I've only got one level left and it's the last level. Yeah, looking at some of these, like the prices are just going up and down like crazy. 3080s, 3090s. I mean, just right now, looking at the homepage on Amazon, there are 3090s that are literally double the performance almost. Well, not necessarily double the performance, but double the spec. That are the same price as a 4080. A 3080, sorry. 4080. What am I talking about? Yeah, they're the same price. It's really weird. A few days ago, they were like they keep hovering in between sort of like the 900 to 1200 mark. That's kind of what like 3080 Ti's, 3090 Ti's all seem to be hovering around like that price. What's up, Unlucky? You are lucky in this case because you joined right at the start. We'll get cracking in a minute. I just figured I'm just doing my daily check-in on GPUs right now. Seeing how much some of these are. Yeah, I mean, so here's a good example. There is a 3080 here, which is a 12 gig model. It's 900. And yet right below it, there is another 3080 that's a 10 gig model that's 1150. You know, why? It just seems very strange. I just thought, you know, I mean, I can't imagine I'd actually go this route, but let's just have a quick look at eBay. Why not? Let's see what eBay is doing with the pricing. Man. Straight up, there's one here for $550. Obviously, it's pre-owned, but I wonder if that's I don't know. Like, do they have to say whether it was a mining card? So I know they've talked about that before in the past. Yeah, so here's a Founders Edition 3080 Ti for $600. Man, crazy. Anyway, let's play some Halo, shall we? So this should be. I don't remember if the last level is particularly long. But we're about to find out. I don't remember it being very long, but. So, I can't remember. Really annoying, like, twinge in. I would say it's more my shoulders, but it's, you know, shoulders and a bit of my back. I got a new rucksack this week, and I went shopping with it. And I didn't think anything of it until I got home. But it was really low. It was like really low slung on my back. And I'd, you know, used the same bag for like a decade pretty much. And I forgot about that. And I thought, yeah, it's really bad for your shoulders and your back to have a rucksack like really, really low. Because it's like literally just something hanging off your back. It's really bad for you. And man, I'm feeling that. Hey, what's up, Treeface? Yes, yeah, I'm, like, right now, I feel like it's, for the first time in a very long time, for GPUs, I feel like it's a buyer's market at the moment. There is no panic to, you know, rush out and buy a graphics card, because they're all going to be gone. You know, you're going to be able to get one. It's just a case of which one do you want. I'm not gonna lie, for future-proofing, the 4090 is fucking tempting. Because it's not that much more, really. You know? It's not like a crazy amount of money more. And yet, if anyone has seen, you know, any of the benchmark videos, that thing is just an absolute monster of a card. So I am leaning towards that just because I think, well, yep, it's an extra like 300 or whatever now, but that extra 300, you know, means you probably don't have to worry about a new GPU for like the next 10 years, probably. So, but we'll see. Because again, monitors as well. I've been checking all the benchmarking stuff, and more than one of them have mentioned monitors about to kind of take a bit of a jump. So, because right now I'm on 1440, and kind of crazy to say, but a 3090 for 1440 is, you know, complete overkill. Like, that is a 4K card, 100%. I have a 4K monitor, but it's only 60 Hz. And I really like playing on this monitor, which is 144. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Of course, the other alternative is to actually be sensible and, you know, just not get one. Because I've been thinking about this for like the last month. And I'm thinking, well, you've managed a month without it, so... You know what I mean? Like, I've gone a month. And, you know... Don't really need one, so... We'll see. It's just fun to buy new PC shit. As I've seen the 4090, absolutely is a monster indeed. I want to see how this... yeah, I want to see about that too, yeah. And also, there's the Radeon cards coming. There's AMD's cards in November. By all accounts, yeah, I don't think they're gonna, you know, dethrone the 4090, but, you know, you never know. We'll wait and see. But, patience is a virtue right now, so... And it's just also weird that you're in a position where, you know, like right now, you know, if I wanted to get one, I could just order one. You know, they are available, which is, you know, unusual compared to like the last few years. So, but, yeah, it's like the old game argument is very true. And I did think about that when, you know, before getting one, and I thought, yeah, you know, I do play new stuff, but like not at the time of release. You know, most of what I play is older games, so there really is no hurry. It's just, you know, that new graphics card smell. It's nice. It's a nice smell. I mean, I just thought as well. With the AMD, like AMD's new processors are also out, so I don't know, man. It's you're spoiled for choice almost. Because I did have half of mine to think, you know what? Did that guy just like totally just spawn in? Like why not just build like a new PC and then because I could literally do that for less money. And then, you know, just like get a new GPU and say, you know, another year or so, or like another year and a bit. Like, you know. Hey, what's up, Dante? Oh shit. Wait, I killed him. I killed that hunter. Unless... That was very strange. On your head? Oh no, he's got a fuel rod. What a wise guy. Nice. So yeah, no new GPU yet, but it's coming. I dare say, I don't know, that's gonna kill me. Wow, I cannot. That didn't even damage me, I don't think. Yeah, by the end of the year, probably. I probably will have one by then. Motherfucker. And then I'll retire my 1070 finally. Card has served me very well. Can't complain. Nice. I don't remember the fuel rods doing that in Halo 1, but... Yeah. Say no new GPU. Well, just not right now. It's definitely happening.
The bridge.
Yeah, that's definitely just a Halo Reach Elite, right? What do they look like? About inflation, I mean, here's the thing, right? It probably will, but if you're looking at, you know, a 4090, I mean, the words cheap and 4090 don't go in the same sentence. So, you know what I mean? It's like, it's one of them at the end of the day. If you want something like that, it's going to be expensive. How much is the 4090? I haven't actually seen them listed for sale yet. But just going by how much 3090s currently are, I would imagine they're probably going to be in the 1400 range. What's up, G'day? Because right now, 3090s are going for around 1100. So, you know, they're going to be more than that. No, I haven't done the terminals on this. I did the terminals, like, you know, originally when it came out. I can't remember where they are either.
You can't imagine how exciting this is to have a record of all of our lost time. Human history, isn't it? Fascinating. Oh, how I will enjoy every moment of its categorization. To think that you would destroy this installation as well as this.
So 343 just, like, downloads all of human history. So, 3090s now, yeah, they are. I say they're not cheap, you know, they're not cheap, but they are cheaper than they used to be, you know. So.
Where is he?
I'm detecting taps throughout the ship. Sentinels, most likely. As for the monitor, he's in engineering. He must be trying to take the core offline. Even if I could get the countdown restarted, I don't know what to do.
How much firepower would you need to crack one of the engine shields?
Not much. A well-placed grenade, perhaps, but why?
I just noticed, like, you look how big that grenade is in Chief's hand. Like, how... That's got to be, like, the size of a Marine's head. Alright, well,
The ship was heavily damaged when it crashed. Head to the cryo.
no thanks.
We should be able to get to the engine room through there.
They did, yeah. Speaking of 343, it's been like a whole 3 days since, okay, so it's pretty much just Shotgun Flood here. Been a whole 3 days since they were last in the news, so maybe they're finally getting shit sorted? I don't know. The Twitch drama just never ends, though. Any more? That was a weird checkpoint. Speaking of drama, I've seen on YouTube as well the 4K paywall stuff is getting kind of memed in comments, which is not surprising, but there's some funny comments on it. Oh, hey, what's up, Gamov? When is the Halo random run? That would actually be quite fun, but I've never messed with mods on Halo. I would really like to try that SPV3 mod, which I'm pretty sure is still available. How did that not kill any of you? Yeah, this is a great shotgun. I'm kind of sad that they nerfed it in future games. Yeah, just should use a shotgun. I don't know, maybe the pistol's not going to be all that good here, because there's going to be a lot of flood. I swear there was an assault rifle around here somewhere. Or not. Just love how fast you reload it. Like that. Alright, there might be an assault rifle at the bottom here. Because this pistol, I don't think I really need it all that much. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. Oh wait, give me that. That'll fulfill the same purpose, really. There we go. Thought it was. What cooler do I have on my CPU? You know the really chunky Noctua one? I can't remember the model. The DH15 something, I think. But yeah, the Noctua one that's like, you know, the size of some small PCs. Because I just love the way tower coolers look. It's a big boy. It's a big one. Yeah, that's actually better than the pistol. That was another one that I thought was kind of overkill, because it's a fairly expensive cooler, but, you know, it's super quiet. And I'll pretty much never need to get another one, because I did think about going for an all-in-one for this build, but I think we've got to a point where, you know, the differences between it are pretty marginal. If you get, you know, like the best air cooler, which that kind of pretty much is. So, and it's just a night. I don't want to have to worry about, you know, water in my case, even though it's pretty rare. But you know, I have heard of them actually leaking, you know, the all-in-ones, and I think, yeah, I don't want to have to worry about that, even though it is super, super uncommon. But well, actually, does that explosion damage you? Go away. Well, at least there's no more shotgun dudes here. Is it good? Yeah, it is, yeah. Yeah, man, the Noctua one is fantastic. Incredibly quiet. Like ridiculously quiet. That's what got me onto, because I long wondered, you know, are Noctua fans really, like, you know, all that jazz? Yes, they are. It's what made me upgrade, like, all my fans to Noctua fans, was getting that cooler. It's really good. I think the Ryzen ones are good though, right? From what I've heard. I've heard really good things about the stock Ryzen ones are actually surprisingly good. So like the stock Intel ones for a while were like kind of a joke. Well, I say kind of a joke. You know, they got the job done, but that's about all they did. He's gonna get up. One of them did have a shotgun, so. Man, that assault rifle just sounds so goddamn good. That's another shotgun there, right? Nice. Oh, I only got one bullet in it, but I'll take it. When is the, not anytime soon. That's for sure. Can you fill your entire RAM? Yes, you can, yeah. Also, I mean, it's really cool that it's very easy to adjust the fan positions on it as well. Even if you have tall RAM, you can just slide one of the fans, you know, a little bit further up. You know, you can... I can't remember the name of the brackets, but the brackets aren't fixed. You can, you know, you can offset the fans if you want. Where are you going? Man, these elites got wrecked. I mean, you say that as if like I've ever mentioned that that's gonna happen soon. Like, you know. I'd rather... These sentinels are annoying, so I'd rather kill these first. There we go. There we go. I like how they just suddenly stopped attacking the Covenant because I'm here. Okay, would have liked my pistol for this guy, but... That seemed to start sooner than normal. Actually, but didn't one of these guys drop a pistol? So it's probably easy to just, yeah, I'll just leave you guys to it. Have fun. Nice. I just thought as well, Dante, it depends on what motherboard you have as well. I'm assuming because you asked that, you have a 4 RAM slot motherboard, but like much smaller form factor stuff is way more popular these days. So.
Alert! The monitor has disabled all command access. We can't restart the countdown. The only remaining option is to detonate the ship's fusion reactors. That should do enough damage to destroy Halo.
Yeah, a rocket
Don't
launcher
worry,
around
I
here
have access
somewhere.
to all of the reactor schematics and procedures. I'll walk you through it. First, we need to pull back the exhaust couplings.
You know what?
That will expose a shaft that leads
Where are
to
these
the
dudes?
primary fusion drive.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so have I. Still one of the. They seem to be a lot less common these days, though. People be loving the small form factors, which, to be fair, I can understand it, and maybe someday I might do that. But right, I mean, you know, not if you want a new GPU. Like, oh, is it in the armory? Okay, I knew there was a rocket launcher like somewhere in this level. Put that down. That's my shotgun. That was weird. I had full health there, right? And yeah, doesn't normally one-shot me. Hey, what's up, Disco?
Room located. We're here.
No, I haven't, but I can imagine.
Monitor has disabled
Yeah, like the tiny, you know, motherboards with that card in it. It's a pretty big card.
That should do enough damage to destroy Halo. Don't worry, I have access to all of the reactor schematics.
Yeah, so they open up there, don't they? I mean, I've got grenades, so
First, we need to pull
we're
back
fine,
the
really.
exhaust couplings. That will expose the
I was
shaft
thinking
that
of filling my RAM slots as well. I don't necessarily need more RAM, but we're just at a similar point where RAM is cheap enough now that I'm thinking, yeah, why not? It's just nice. It looks nice having all the RAM slots filled. There we go. I'm currently on 32 gigs. 216, so I'd go up to 64. Like, I absolutely do not need 64 gigs of RAM. I mean, on it, you don't even really need 32 for gaming, but it's just one of those things where when I built my PC, RAM, like, I timed my last PC build, like, quite well. RAM was just super cheap. So, well, yeah, fuck it. 32, why not? Like, probably would have been fine with 16, but why have 16 when you can have 32? I mean, it is nice to run like a billion things at once, but you never really need to do that. No, I haven't tried Overwatch 2 yet, actually. I need to see it. I was going to check yesterday if that installed properly, but I ended up playing a shitload of Tony Hawk's instead. That game is so goddamn good. It's so good. I'm having so much fun playing that. I did have half a mind to play it today, because I've got, like, the high score challenges to go now. And I thought, hey, that could be fun. But, yeah, I do need to check that, so. Exactly, yeah, why have 32 when you can have 64? Exactly. It's just, yeah, you know, you have to exercise a little bit of common sense when it comes to, you know, PCs. But I just think, you know, why not? I'll be on this PC probably for at least another 2 or 3 years. So, you know, maybe in that time something might change to where I need more RAM. I don't know. I highly doubt it, but we'll see. What's up, Milton? I'm on 16, 2x8, I do graphic design open. Yeah, it will be good for that, and more RAM can be helpful. It does help with video editing, not actual the task of video editing, but if you are editing video or you're doing something like that, that does use quite a bit of RAM, so it's nice to be able to just use other stuff and not really note it, like, you know, your PC doesn't really slow down. That is really nice. There's only one processor, though. I blatantly jumped then, but okay. I did check what processor I have. There is only one processor above mine in the what's it called, like the AM4 ones. So I don't think I will bother upgrading my processor, because I think that, you know, for how much it would cost, there's not really a whole lot of point. He's just not jumping off of that for some reason. Like, I know this controller's not the best, but like. There we go. Go away. Oh, I knew there was a reason I wanted a plasma pistol. Can't you, like, focus on the flood for a minute and leave me the fuck alone? Alright.
Good. Step 1 complete. We have a straight shot into the fusion reactor. We need a catalyst explosion to destabilize the magnetic containment surrounding the fusion cell. Use an explosive. I recommend a grenade or rocket. If you run out of explosives, there is an armoring station located near the engine room's entrance.
I've got plenty of grenades. Oh no, yeah, I was gonna say, can't you just stand here? Those cheapest boards may not be dual channel. Yeah, that's true. Oh, come on, what? There we go.
Analyzing. Fusion reactor number 1
Okay.
destabilized.
Oh,
Use
that one's shot.
other 3 reactors. That should be enough.
A rocket does make this a lot easier, so that hurt. That was really close. I need health. And it was like 100 Chrome tabs, like 50 Photoshop files. Speaking of Chrome, I can't remember if I mentioned this in the last stream, because there was a ton of stuff that I wanted to talk about in the other stream, but did you guys hear about them like making it way harder to use AdBlock in Chrome? Supposedly, like, that's going to happen as soon as January. I don't know how much that would affect it, because I feel like there probably is like a huge amount of people that use AdBlock, but I bet there's just as many that, you know, are young enough to where, you know, ads on the internet have always been just part of the internet, so they're not really that bothered, but I would love to know that. They're the sorts of figures I would love to know. Yeah, it is, yeah. It's, January 2023, that's going to come into effect. It's not going to make it, like, out and out impossible, it's just going to make it more difficult. So, you'll still be able to use AdBlock, but it just might be, you know, it might be a little bit more tricky. Oh, that's right in the moneymaker. Okay. Fucking Sentinels. There we go. Oh, that was good. Nice. Yeah, where's the armory? I've got 3 grenades, so. Yeah, I don't use Chrome, so, you know. I use Chrome for work, because it's what was installed on the PC. It's one of those things, I feel, unless you have to use a specific browser for your job, for whatever purpose, I feel like most of the mainstream browsers, like, functionally, are just about the same. So, yeah, I think, you know, I'm sure there are browser fanboys out there, but I don't think it makes that big of a deal, like which one you use, you know. They all do pretty much the same thing now. So yeah, because I say more or less every browser is based on it, so it's not just going to be that. That's a shotgun. Go away. I don't know, because Safari and Firefox are both Chromium based. I think Edge is as well. So it's just going to get to the point where, I mean, is YouTube Premium at some point just going to become like inevitable? Like, because like having to use YouTube, like having to sit through like a shit ton of ads, no thanks. Like, I ain't doing that. But I'm not gonna stop using YouTube, like, you know. I use Internet Explorer. Fair enough. So, why most people don't use a... I mean, you'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Like, Microsoft Edge and Explorer are still a huge chunk of the browser space because it's mandatory in a lot of office work and businesses, and that accounts for a huge amount of internet use. It's like funnily enough, actually, there was this was on, I think it was the same WAN show actually, but someone mentioned using Outlook for email, and both of them were kind of scoffed at it, like, oh my god, you know, who uses Outlook? And you know, rightfully so. Like, the chat kind of corrected them. They're like literally billions of people probably like still use Outlook. You know, it's if you go to any, like, I was gonna say big company, but any like even moderately sized, yes, they probably use Outlook. You know. Then again, realistically, like, I think most people probably use both. Like, if you're in that industry, you'll probably use both. You know? I do. Like, I've got a Gmail and a Outlook. What's up, Jesna? I use Edge for troubleshooting sometimes. Yeah, say some. You know, it's one of them, man. There's so many options. Why just have one? I don't get the whole. I really don't get like fanboy mentality. I just don't understand it. I just really don't. It really escapes my understanding that people are just, you know, die hard for one thing. I think, you know, it's an old analogy, but I think it's a great one. It's like, would you only eat one flavor of ice cream? No, you wouldn't. Because there's loads of flavors. You enjoy them all. Can you fuck off? Wow, that just, like, fucking melted me. So... yeah, it's just funny. I think depending on... it makes sense that, you know, people in the YouTube space would be very, like, Google/Gmail orientated. But yeah, to act like nobody uses Outlook was, you know, it was a bit of a surprising take, honestly. I thought, man, you know, I know, again, you know, being in YouTube, it makes sense, but you'd figure they would be a little bit more kind of on the pulse than that. Like... every job I've ever had has used Outlook, like, just because it's just so business-wide. And also, it's pretty good. Like, the days of Outlook being garbage, I think, are kind of behind. Like, Outlook is quite good, and the way it integrates with everything else is really good as well. You know, if you're in an office, like, it's not half bad. Motherfucker. I really don't want to bite it here, because I haven't had a checkpoint in a while. There we go. Been doing good, thanks Jason, how about yourself? Trying to keep up on all the drama. There's been so much internet drama the last few days. What we were just talking about was YouTube's 4K paywall. That's going to be YouTube Premium. And, you know, ad block being trickier to install. Which leads me to a question, actually. What's everyone's cutoff for YouTube? In terms of quality, you know? Because I think, like, most people, I think, don't care about 4K for YouTube. But, you know, what's the limit? Like, what's the limit for that, I think? Like, is 1080p the limit? Like, if they said, right, 1080p, is, you know, if you want 1080p, you got to get premium, or you can hold that shit because, you know, we're Google and fuck you. So. Because even as someone who does use YouTube quite a bit, like, I seldom use above 1080p because as I said before, like, I virtually never watch videos full screen anyway. So, like, even as a tech-savvy user, it wouldn't bother me all that much. So, like you know, above 1080p was paywalled. Like, okay, fine. Like, I can live with that. Can you stack grenades on this? I don't know. Man, those fucking... Okay, that was really close. That was 3 nades in there. There we go. Right, I think that got it. Alright, I'll let you fight amongst yourselves. 1080p for me and everyone else can pay for more. I'm with you on that, man. Yeah, unless it's something that requires higher fidelity, like, I don't really give a shit what quality, what visual quality the video is in, as long as it's, like, you know, processable by my brain. You know, as long as I can, you know, if I'm watching a, you know, how to, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like a recent video I watched that wasn't tech. How to season a cast iron pan, right? Because I recently got myself a proper cast iron pan for American pie and pizza, right? So I looked up a couple of videos on, like, how do you, like, season this? What's the best oil to use? You know, those videos, you know, yeah, they were in 4K, but did I watch them in 4K? No, because I don't need to. I just need to know, oh, you put it in the oven for this long and you use this oil. Great, thanks. Like, that's all I need. I don't need 4K for that. Hey, what's up, Will? We have to use Outlook at work. Yes, I don't mind it. But again, I don't use email all that much, so. Yeah, I think that's the thing too. Well, I'm the same. Like, I listen to YouTube way more than I watch it. I just, you know, it's on. It's either a podcast or, you know, whatever. Side note, I can't remember. I was watching a video the other day, actually, and it was someone who was starting a podcast. And they mentioned that, you know, oh, you know, video and that was super, like, important. And it just made me feel really old because I thought, man, remember when, like, I knew that was going to kill me? I did get a checkpoint there, though, thankfully. You know, remember when podcasts were just audio? And it seems like that has happened quite quickly, that if you say podcast to somebody, they probably think of video. And I think, yeah, like, didn't used to be like that. So. Fuck off. Miss Cuba's back, so there is always drama. That's the one, that's the, is that the sexual assault drama thing? That name. I only know that from a Linus Tech Tips video, though. That's how I found out about that. Yeah, that's him. I thought so. Okay. I just saw those cheating fishermen are getting charged with felonies. Is that cheating fishermen? I don't know. I don't know who that is. Like, I don't know. That's not the people that, like, streamed porn with Splatoon, is it? Did you guys hear about that? I heard about that today. They you know, used, like, the green in Splatoon as a green screen and just put porn over, like, all the green paint and basically just streamed porn. And they just did it for a joke. As like, oh, how long does it take for us to get banned doing this? Turns out, not that long. So, would you fuck off? Okay, one of these guys had a plasma rifle, right? I'm quite glad I don't know most of these streamers by heart. Yeah, I don't know many. I only, like, the only ones I do know of that are big, I only know by name. I don't actually watch their stream. You know, because I'm way too cool for that. I guess they were hiding weights and other fish inside the fish to win tournaments. Oh my god. What the fuck, man? I watched stuff about the drama, but it's all in one ear out the other. Yeah, I don't really care either. Not to sound You know, not to sound too apathetic, but for the record, I'm not including, like, the serious stuff in that, you know. But, you know, like, this Call of Duty streamer was caught cheating. Like, who fucking cares? Like, you know, no one's losing sleep over that. Like, no one's actually getting hurt over that. Like, you know what I mean? Right. Where are these goddamn sentinels? Although I'm sure some people do. It's good background noise sometimes. Yeah, I just listen to music for that. I've been YouTube, I'll give it credit, man. YouTube has been on a roll the last couple of weeks. Since looking up a couple of the groups that I found from the Tony Hawk's remaster. Some solid music recommendations have been coming my way. It's good. I did hear about the Splatoon thing, yeah. I mean, they want to be careful, man. Nintendo will fuck you up. Like, is this the part where these guys just keep spawning indefinitely? I think there is one bit like that. Go away. Ah, fucking hell. Was that... I just thought, I don't need to be up there, do I? I can just drop down, yeah. Lately, I've been listening to the Jim Cornette podcast. I don't know who that is. Not that something like sex or short something taken seriously, but it's also a situation I have no control over. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, when I say I don't care, you know, I'm not saying, like, you know... I'm not condemning that. It's just there's so much drama, man. There's so much drama. You can only no, I don't know who that is. No, I'm I do make an effort to stay relatively unplugged because the vast majority of the internet is just a fucking shit show. So yeah. It's not an accident. No, I don't know. Jim Cornette, I don't know that name. Hey. Leave me alone. There we go. Right. Hey, what's up, Gold?
The engine's gone critical. Based on the current rate of decay, we should have 15 minutes to get off the ship. We don't have much time.
1080 is more than enough for me. Actually, still use 720p quite a bit. Yeah, you know what's funny, and it's something. It's a bonus of when I get my new GPU. My work computer doesn't have a graphics card in it, and it's fairly safe to assume. You know, when I got my work computer, they did not expect me to have the monitors I have. And just having having my monitors hooked up to my work PC is too much for the onboard graphics. It's actually too much for it. Like, if I try and watch YouTube in 1080, like, it's kind of choppy. Because, you know, no one has the monitors that I've got. It's quite funny, when I first started, like, I got a couple of questions about that. Like, whenever we would do, like, share screen for stuff, they would say, wow, like, you know, like, everything on your screen is really small. And I was like, yeah, it's, like, really high-resolution monitors. Everyone else, I'm guessing, is on 1080. So, you know, I mean, God, you know, peasants. I mean, God, still using 1080p monitors. I mean, what is this, the 90s? Like, come on, bro. Step it up. So, no, I've not kept up in wrestling for, like, a good 20 years, though. Okay, I can't remember where to go here. Who the fuck just hit me? Okay. So. There is some good videos in wrestling. No, I just must have missed that one. That name doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, where am I going? Oh, I remember where to go now. I remember where to go. I think. Yeah. I remember where to go. Sleep is a thing that no longer exists. You gotta make time for sleep. Sleep cures all. God damn it.
We'll be forced to take
You know who's had a podcast for a long time, actually? And outside of, you know, snippets here and there, I've never actually listened to any of it. Stone Cold has had a podcast for quite a while, hasn't he? Correct me if I'm wrong. But, yeah, I never actually listened to it. I just feel like there's just too many podcasts these days, man. I remember when I used to listen to a few, and by a few I'd say probably 3. Like, I had 3 mainstays that I would listen to. And yet, now it just seems like there's a billion podcasts. Okay, that's... yeah, we need a grenade there. So, yeah, there's just so many these days. And they're all really long, too. That's another thing about, you know, like, more modern podcasts. Is... it's, like, when they first started, like... a podcast would be like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Now every single podcast is like at least an hour. At least. Actually, probably more like an hour and a half, I'd say. Like, as an average, I'd say an hour and a half is probably way closer to what most podcasts are. Yeah, they do, yeah. And it's kind of why, because for a while I really wanted to get back to doing one regularly, but I do feel like there's just no point these days. Everybody has a podcast, you know. They really do. So. I'll have to YouTube that. Yeah, this level is quite... because we're, like, coming up to the end here, if I remember rightly. Everything okay? The entire ship is exploding. Everything's fine. So. Yeah, I do, yeah. The streams... I think someone mentioned this, like, a long time ago on stream. I can't remember who it was. And it really... it's funny, like, how... that better not have been a checkpoint. Thank God. It's funny how long it took me to realize that, but it is true. Like, the streams are basically a podcast, really. Unless I'm doing something very specific, which I don't always do. I feel like the streams are much more about, you know, the conversation than they are, like, what I'm actually playing. Okay, that was weird. So. But yeah, I don't really listen to any podcast regularly now. The WAN show is probably the closest one I listen to in terms of regularity. But I don't listen to the whole thing. I usually just, you know, I cherry pick the topics. Oh, that's a fuel... okay, I see what's happening here. There's a fuel rod grunt there. That's what's blowing me up. Yeah, I usually just check the topics because, you know, now every podcast also has timestamps. So if they're talking about something you don't care about, you're like, well, I'm not interested in listening to that. So I'm just going to listen to the part that I actually want to hear about. It's much easier. Now, not to be like a super nerd, but wouldn't Cortana use like a different scale for that? Isn't it Kelvin or Kelvin? Like, there's a scale for temperature, right? That's, you know, better for like crazy high temperatures. So yeah, exactly. Like, who comes here for the gameplay? Integrated time. Yeah, they are really good. Yeah, that's another thing too about the chat video, chapter sections on YouTube. Have you guys noticed? Not every video has it, but they have that that like engagement bar where they show like, you know, this is the part that's most watched or something like that. What's up, T? And that's like, you know, if you're watching a tutorial, all you've got to do is hover over, because most tutorials I still maintain are fucking garbage. You can be like, okay, you know, this has like, you know, 8 fucking minutes of sponsor plugging. Like, where's the peak in the playback video? Boom, there it is. And you can just cut to the bit that you're actually, you know, that you actually clicked on the video for. That saves me a ton of time. Like, you know, when you're trying to troubleshoot something. It's great. Because that's another thing about YouTube that's just kind of a you know, a curse of it getting bigger. You know, every single video is just, you know, this is sponsored by whatever, and I also have a podcast, and I also have a Discord, I also have a fucking, I don't know, like 800 fucking things that they have to plug in the video. And don't get me wrong, you know, they have to do it, but it's, you know, that does make navigation a lot easier. It's like, you know what, let me just skip to the part where you show me how to do the thing I want to know. And everything else, I'm good. So. Yeah, it is, yeah. Yeah, so YouTube stats are, they're very interesting, though. They are. Like, okay, I'm dead. Okay. I am pressing B, goddammit. I can't believe I didn't die there. I don't know, man. You know what? I'm gonna have a look on YouTube if there's any videos about this. I swear the controls on that just feel off in the new graphics. Something about them just doesn't feel right. And I don't remember them feeling off in the 360 version. You know? I know if you're not careful, you can just kill yourself here, so. I'm at work right now, so it's really close to a podcast. Yeah. Can understand that, yeah. Yeah, I don't remember it being... But, like, when you swap over... Just, I don't know. There's something about it. It just feels weird, so... 1 minute 31. Oh, the poor grunts. Like all these brave elites and grunts are just dead.
Chief, up ahead there's a gap in the trench. At top speed, we should be able to clear it.
Don't crush me. Okay, I don't think that's going to be enough time. That delay when I got out of the Warthog really cost me. This is going to be pretty close, I think. Okay, I don't know if you can actually get the Warthog through that, but... You know, I seem to have lucked out here, so... I also just realised I got my endings confused. I thought there was the bit where you had to drive across the platform. That's Halo 3, not Halo 1, so... We're good. Especially for tutorials, those peak guides seem useful. Yeah, they are. They're super useful, yeah. Nice! That's got to be the shortest level by far, so far in this run. Hello?
Shut them down. We'll need them later. Fancy a look?
Did anyone else make it?
Scanning. Just dust and echoes. We're all that's left. We did what we had to do. For Earth. An entire Covenant armada obliterated, and the Flood. We had no choice. Halo. It's finished.
No. I think we're just getting started.
Evening, cunts!
Alright, I'm back. I can't remember what I was talking about before the phone went. So I feel like I've missed something in chat. Where are we? Here we go. You need to get the good day to you. I do, actually. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Mastery? Yeah, so I found these. I was going to post this in Discord, but I figured I'd just show it on stream. I found these in my local supermarket. I'd never seen them before. I think they're a foreign chocolate bar, because I don't, they're not familiar to me. But man, they're good. If there's an Asda near you, I highly recommend you try them. They literally squeeze through the little gap in the bars. Oh, nice. That evening drop is good for when you want to make an introduction. It is pretty amazing, yeah. So, I wonder if someone has the overly attached girlfriend as an emote. I bet they do. Man, I haven't. Nah, that's a blast from the past. Yeah. I thought I got no. I just had a phone call. We need a reaction to them on the street. A reaction. Oh, what, to this? I mean, I've already eaten like 3 of them, so it would not be an authentic reaction. They're really good. is like, that's the upshot of it. They're really good. Yeah, I was going to, but then Monday's not a stream day, so I just ate it anyway. So sue me. Stream schedule, man. I've learnt 2 things on guitar this week already, so it's working. Being more strict with my evenings, and not just because I say it's 6:30 right now. So that's Halo wrapped up. I'm gonna wrap up here. I'm gonna play some more guitar. It's great. We were robbed. I did look at that. What's it called? Let me bring it up here. Actually, I did look at that. Like that worldwide treat thing that someone posted a while ago. And if this wasn't so expensive, it would be quite tempting. Because what is it? Once a month, I think. Yeah, you get once a month. You get 5+ international snacks delivered each month. And it's $15, and I think with shipping that's probably going to be over 20. So I think that's like 3-4 pounds per thing. And looking at what is in the example, some of this stuff, like, you are way overpaying for what you get. Like, for example, one of them is Pocky. Like 3-4 quid for a pack of Pocky is a fucking joke. I can go to like a local Asian supermarket and I can actually get Pocky for like 80p a box. It's super cheap here, so it's just a bit annoying. Guitar stream when? Oof. Don't hold your breath, man. I am not a natural on guitar. Like a realistic prediction on that, I would say it's probably going to be like at least another year before like I'm comfortable like playing in front of anyone. Because when I say I can play something, I mean, I can play it and you can recognize it as that thing. But if I play it, say, 10 times, I might get it right once. And it still doesn't sound very good. It's... Guitar is fucking hard, man. It's hard. It's extremely hard. That reminds me, I'll check that now. Let me go to... That was the wrong button, but it doesn't matter. I meant to go to webcam only, but... Yeah, let's try Battle.net here. Did Overwatch... I don't see any reason why it shouldn't work. Why didn't I learn it on stream? Trust me, like, that might sound like a good idea. It's not. Like, listening to someone, learn an instrument is not a pleasant experience. Because, again, you sound like shit. So you wouldn't enjoy what you're hearing. Like, it wouldn't be pleasing to hear. Right. Overwatch 2. Play. I've already done that. Oh, it's come up again. Overwatch 2 installation. Why is this not installing? Oh, you meant Overwatch 2? I could stream some Overwatch 2. That could be fun. Well, I don't get it. This is the third time now. Well, maybe third time's the charm. Yeah, so I meant to hit this one, but I hit the wrong thing, so... Yeah, here we are. So it is installing. But yeah, I've done this twice already. So, I don't know. Whatever. No, trust me, I'm really not overthinking it. Like, I saw a video a while back. It was a violin channel on YouTube that I found ages ago. And she made a short about like what it's like living with a beginner violinist and what it's like living with a professional one. And basically, you know, when you're living with someone who can barely play an instrument, you like the other guy just puts headphones on so he doesn't have to hear her. But then, you know, when she's really good, he takes the headphones off, and I think, yeah, that sounds about right. So I'm the person. So can I look at anything for like Overwatch 2? Because I only played the first one for like 10 minutes. So hang on a minute. I installed StarCraft as well. Did this work? Okay, see, this is what puts me off using this stuff. It's like it's like I've already done all this shit. Like, fuck off and just let me play my game. Like, you're annoying me now. Anyway, is anyone on? Is anyone on? I'll hope. I mean, that should work. Oh, Sunshiny's on. Yeah, and he's playing NG. Nice. Yeah, I do. I really do want to do a StarCraft stream. I really do. StarCraft and Warhammer, the RTS stream. There we go. Because that'd just be a fun thing to do. But yeah, so that's like the last thing on my list I had to do. That's the Halo 1 playthrough finished. I really have no idea what I'm going to stream moving forward. Might just be Tony Hawk's. I don't know. I'm really enjoying Tony Hawk's. Yeah, I'll be doing the rest of the Halos, but like, you know, they're ongoing. There's plenty of those to go. I don't know. I don't know if I can be asked to hook up another console, so fuck knows. I don't know. Should I bother streaming Modern Warfare 2? No, like, no one is gonna watch that. You know, no one is gonna watch that, you know, that aren't regulars. So I feel like it's almost a waste of time to stream it. I will definitely try Overwatch 2 if it ever fucking works. But yeah. But I don't know, because Modern Warfare 2 could be fun. It's the campaigns are a good, you know, get your popcorn. Yeah, backlog, it'll probably be Ghost of Tsushima. That's I've had that here. Okay. Yeah. I've had that like on my desk all year, and I just have never gotten around to actually playing because my PS4 isn't set up right now. Viewership isn't enough. No. Peace.